Massive protest in the streets worldwide, as beloved RedPill creator Ricky RedPill sadly found dead in his Vegas hotel room Thursday night.
Social media icon Ricky RedPill found dead.
This loss shocked the entire world, particularly the RedPill community.
So many women have been out here getting away with murder, so I'm sure they're glad he's gone.
Well, Jack, tonight everyone's still in shock as Ricky was an extraordinary creator and masterful truth teller. It seems that we now live in a time where telling the truth isn't just illegal, but also deadly.
Ricky RedPill's Matrix Decoded starts now.
Titus chapter 2 verse 4-5 ESV, 101 helpful votes. And so train the young women to love their husbands and children, to be self-controlled, pure, working at home, kind, and submissive to their own husbands, that the word of God may not be reviled.
I feel alone. Without a wife, I feel meaningless. And without kids, I feel without purpose. Overall, I guess I feel useless. And I spend my days wandering around aimlessly. I never knew that freedom and independence could be such a dark place. This world is making me feel like I have no value, and that really pisses me off. Everywhere I go, I see women driving nicer, newer cars, but I see very few men driving nice cars. And I know that these women didn't get their cars through their husbands, and that really pisses me off. Every time I enter a grocery store, or a hospital, or a bank, or even a restaurant, I see mostly women working, probably 80 to 90%. And I wonder who's giving jobs to men, or do they even care if men are gainfully employed and can take care of their families? And that really pisses me off. There's something so wrong in the air. It kind of feels like there's a war on men, or a war on being a husband or a father. And this makes me sad. And the sadness really pisses me off. The bottom line truth is that I want to die every day, but something inside of me, some message, keeps telling me that I need to exist. Therefore, I exist.
This morning, an urgent investigation after two people were found. Authorities rushing to the scene Friday morning only to discover the two victims, each with at least one gunshot wound. The gunman is still on the run as police search for answers, calling this a double homicide.
Well, okay. And welcome to the #1 podcast / live stream / best show on YouTube. Or if it's not now, it's soon to be, trust me. But there are so many people tonight. Happy holiday, happy anniversary of our country. You know what I'm saying? So many people shooting off fireworks. My eyes are burning over here. It is horrible. And I just want some relief, but we'll figure that part out. Got a great show for you tonight. It's a Friday night special. It's a 4th of July weekend special. It is a World Cup special. Oh my goodness, I can't even speak tonight. I got my messy on. I believe it's messy. Correct me if I'm wrong. Because it's about to get messy up in here. And so, yeah, I'm doing my thing. It's going down, man. I'm so happy about this show. Tonight we have, I got a notebook here. Hold on a second. We have we're going to start off with the woman to the side of me here. One of our ex or current, to some people, supposed love and relationship expert. She's going to give you some advice or not even advice. I don't even know. She's going to tell you some of her expertise and what she knows about women. And I mean, coming from her, it should be right because she is a woman, right? I mean, I think she is, but we'll figure that part out. And then we have me explaining some things about what she said. That's going to be pretty damn good. I'm going to cover it in a way that nobody else covers it because only Ricky can cover things like Ricky covers it. I just have a unique ability to over explain shit. Let's just say that, right? All right. So number one show, man. I'm just happy to be here. I think right now we have all of one viewer here, and that's good. We're going to cut clips and release everything in steady time, man. But it's an exciting night. I'm going to sit here. I got coffee. I got other things to drink, if you know what I'm saying. Also, the biggest part of the show that we have tonight is actually going to be the biggest part of the show is going to be the my explanation. Can't talk tonight, I swear. My explanation of value being internal or external. And most men and women and boys and girls, males and females in America, they don't understand this very simple concept about love and relationships. So we're going to cover that. And just going to be a great show. But let's start here. Let's move to your video screen because I really want you to get a whiff of this bullshit. Where's my chat? Hold on. But chat's not working. Hold on. All right, here it is. Hold on, I'm gonna put this in here real quick. All right, I'm just gonna put a let's go. Get this thing started up. All right. Oh, well, okay. There we go. We're going. My fault about that. Me and my struggle live streams are going to get to you, but we'll get rolling here in a second. All right. So here we go. Thank you for those that are showing up, get in the chat, show me how you feel, tell me how you feel, and I'll try to respond as we go along. Let's see. So what we're going to do is let her explain to you the only thing that women want, or, she only wants this, right? So let's explore this and then we'll come back, break it down and chop it all the way up. Let's go.
There's only one thing that all women want. People will tell you that they want money, they want someone tall, they want someone stronger than them, they want someone richer than them, they're hypergamous. All of this is no, that's not true. Women define hypergamy by one thing and one thing only. If a man is more intelligent than them, and they do not define intelligence by degrees or by being a CEO, it's whether or not we can trick you. That's it.
So how do I deal with my insecurity?
Yeah.
There's only
I can't give her that one. And oh my gosh. Okay. I'm going to go back through it real quick, piece by piece, but we're not going to break it down within what she says. We're going to wait because I'm triggered by this. And people are like, these are my relationship experts. Like, oh man.
There's only one thing that all women want. People.
There's only one thing that all women want is the statement.
People will tell you that they want money, they want someone tall, they want someone
People will tell you that they want money. I mean, Jesus. That people will tell you that women like guys who are taller than them.
Stronger than them, they want someone richer than them,
richer.
they're hypergamous. All of this is no, that's not true.
Oh my God. Okay. I can't even hear no more of this bullshit.
Women define
at all. All right, here's what we're gonna do. Slideshow time. Let's get into tonight's lesson because I'm a bit triggered by the bullshit, and you guys are sitting here like Ricky ain't shit, but you listen to this total douchebag of a woman and others, many others like her that don't know shit. It just got me triggered, bro.
I'm triggered.
Here is a quick lesson on how women look up for love. And yes, on the opposing side of that, I just got to be honest, men look down for love, right? I mean, what's really going on? But anyway, all right, so we're going to do it like this. We'll start it here. And as soon as I find it, there we go. All right, so women looking up for love. This is pretty easy and quick. Women, excuse me, choked up tonight over this. Women do like men that are taller. I mean, I don't know if there's any human being who cannot see this through what's called observable reality. Your eyeballs can tell you that, and ears, because you'll hear women say, he's got to be my height or taller. They always say this, like, what is going on? How can you be like, no, women don't like a woman sitting here right to your face? Is it because she's wearing makeup that you can't hear the truth through them words? Like, I don't get it, bro. Like, it is so annoying. Yes, women like guys who are taller than them. And on the opposing side, men actually love women that are shorter. Most men, real men, like women who are more petite than they are. But let's continue. Here's wealthier, although it is spelled wrong. All right. But in general, yeah, women like guys who have money because the natural exchange between men and women will be her body for money. They both have a currency. Her body is a currency, regardless of what you think or have heard. Her body as a currency will be spent in exchange for a great husband and a lifestyle, or just for money because she's out here selling it.
When I start selling.
Right. We know how that goes. All right. So women in general do want guys who are wealthier. We're not going to say all women, right? We're not saying all. Okay. Calm your ass down. We're saying in general, that's what they want. And that is no lie. Now, do you really believe anywhere in your mind that most women, we're saying most, not all, that most women don't like men who are, I don't know, stronger than them? Yet this woman is sitting here trying to tell you, no, women don't like guys who are stronger. That's not it. He just has to be smarter. Are you serious? You're a highly successful love and relationship expert on this planet, Instagram, YouTube, everywhere. And you're telling people this and they're going for that bullshit. And your ass living over in Dubai, fresh up off that. But got something to say and everybody's listening to it. It's the shit that annoys me. And I just had to cover this, man. It's like, it's constantly like this. It doesn't take a rocket scientist, guys. Women like guys who are taller, stronger, who have money. That's pretty easy, I believe. But here we go. They do like guys who are smarter because part of a man's job when he's with a woman is to be what's called a problem solver. She wants him to solve problems. And you're not going to be able to solve many problems if you're not fairly smart or, more problems than her, maybe. They do like that. They look up to anything that you have higher than her. That's what creates your total value in her eyes. That's how this works. Doesn't work any other way. All right. So that is what I wanted to cover because this so-called expert, this so-called relationship expert is sitting here trying to tell you that women
only care if a guy is smarter. That is what she's looking for. That's it. That is absolute bullshit, and it is not true. But moving on with the show, I do want to show you here I think we have a video on file here, and we'll go back to the video setup here.
Men with no hose.
Yeah, this one. Oh my goodness. All right. So I believe this young lady's going to ask a question. She's going to ask, where are the guys who don't have all the hoes? I mean, these guys are just hiding in plain sight, really. They're here. You just don't want to deal with them because, well, I'll let the video explain it, then we'll break it down.
Men with no hose. Where are you?
So the men with hose are up here, receiving all of the attention from the hose, including you. And the men without hose are down here, trying to contact you on Bumble and not receiving an answer. Hope that helps.
Men with no hose. Where are you?
All right. And I believe that kind of explains it.
Men with no hose. Where are you?
And what that is, right? What he's explaining is, hey, it's called the 80-20 rule. This has been a red pill staple for many years. So the
men with hose are up.
And so, basically 80% of the women are chasing after the top 20% of men, and therefore they're all the hoes. So she's out there like looking for guys that are better than her. Because remember what we just covered. We just covered where women look for guys who are better in every area. She does want him to be, I guess, smarter. She does want the guy to be taller. She hopes the guy has more money than her, better cars, better jobs. She wants to look, women are turned on when they can look up to a man in many big ways or in every way. And so with that being the case, every woman that's out here, whether she's a 1 out of 10 or or a 5 out of 10, she's still looking for top guys, thinking she somehow deserves it. It's quite delusional. And I guess this is a major part of female delusion. They think they deserve the top. And really, there's nothing in society telling them really up front that they can't have it. And I think we've run into this problem in society due to women's right to work. Because of women's right to work, we've gotten to this point where women can go and say she's a 5 out of 10, which means she's the average girl. She's a 5 out of 10, right? When she starts to so she would generally end up marrying a guy who's a 6 or a 7. If she's a 5, because she has to look slightly up, he has to look slightly down in order to have a good relationship where they're both happy with it. But what happens is they go to work, they earn a certain amount of money. They're therefore married to a company. So let's be realistic about this. They're married to a company, they go to work, they do that. And then what happens is they end up thinking in their head that their value has increased because they make more money. So she's a 5, but she makes $250K a year. So now she thinks she deserves a guy who is a good looking guy who makes the amount of money she makes, or actually 56 to 58% more. And that they're this perfect couple or power couple because she makes money. And that's not how that works. Men's attraction doesn't change or get better, improve on your looks or how he feels about you based upon the money you have. He doesn't get, like, how do I say this? He doesn't get any harder in bed because you have a bigger paycheck. It's actually a turnoff. Like, men actually don't really like it. It's a turnoff because we want to look down for love. So even a woman who is higher financial, we're going to cover some videos tonight that will explain that a little, help me explain it better, I guess. So let's get to that. Here we go. We'll start here and see if we can see. This should be the first one in the, this is a rap video. Not sure how we got to this. All right. Well, we just went to NLE Chopper here, looks like. How did we do this? All right. Well, give me a second to correct it. Otherwise, we're going to be listening to rap songs all night. All right, let's see. Let's head back to the playlist here. On this, I mean, it won't even let me rewind on this thing. What's going on? All right, we'll go playlist. Because I did line this up in a playlist. There we go.
There's only...
My fault, little dog. All right, so Dr. John Delaney here. And Mr. Delaney always has he's right about 75% of the time, and then he's wrong. So let's listen to this scenario and tell me what you think.
So how do I deal with my...
Let's switch you up here. Get you back on the main screen.
So how do I deal with my insecurities about my wife making 3 times the amount of money I do and also having a clear career vision when I don't?
What are you insecure about?
I guess it's more so like I just feel like a leech.
It's your wife.
Like we said earlier, excuse me, women look up for love and men look down for love. So yes, that's his wife. He just said she makes way more money than me. She has career ambition and she has focus, and I don't have it. It is messing with him because he's been displaced in his relationship. It's the same displacement that we have when women go into the workforce, right? We have it's called men's economic displacement. Men are displaced economically when women enter that workforce. And that is the problem that we're having. So of course, on a micro scale or microcosm of it is going to be in your home. When your wife starts to make more money than you or way more money than you and has all these things going where she's being provided for from other men, i.e. company owners, it leaves you economically displaced. You don't feel confident with her in a lot of these cases. You don't feel under control or like there's even value going on, because remember, the even value is her giving her body. And we will cover that here in a minute. Matter of fact, let's do it now so that the video lessons can follow the true lesson and you can decipher for yourself. So let's go here. Internal versus external value, right? This is Bobby and Whitney again, my 2-star characters. And I know you're loving the interracial relationship we got going on. It's crazy stuff. Crazy work, Ricky. What are you doing? Anyway, man, her value is under her skin. His value is outside of his skin. And I know that sounds crazy, but let's take that journey for a second. All right, so here we go. So basically, her value is internal. That means at skin level and inside. Okay. His value is external at skin level and outside of his skin. All right. She is the value, right? So that's why women don't have to go to work, earn a bunch of money, this and that. But we've been, the powers that be have been teaching and training women that this is what they should be doing. And it is absolutely wrong. This is what's created the offset in society. This is the single reason why marriage rates are down, birth rates are down. Everybody's like birth rates and marriage rates, all these experts that are not fucking Ricky. And I'm sitting here the whole time telling you, dude, it's because of the offset we have with all this. It's the Ricorian offset. It is caused by women's right to work. If women did not have the ability or the right to earn money outside of American men, what you would see the very next day when that law changed is women tighten up, get their stuff together, and go get a husband. That is exactly what would go on. But no, we want to keep acting like working women makes men and women equal, and it doesn't, particularly in loving relationships. It does not. Why? Because the definition. Okay, listen to this real quick. The definition of a loving relationship, guys, is an equal distribution of acceptably perceived value What does that mean? An equal distribution of acceptably perceived value means that a woman exchanges who she is for what he has. Now, he is valuable inside, but he produces value externally, and that's generally what he will exchange to have you as a great wife and mother to his children. It's his financial support and his ability to lead and provide and protect that is the attraction. And of course, looking good enough for you to want to produce children with him. We have an offset in society where we cannot have families and marriages because women work. I cannot stress this enough. We've tracked all the data backwards. They don't want you to hear it. That's why they're playing with stuff. The message I'm telling you, nobody else is telling you this. I'm telling you, the only reason we have birth rate decline, crime on our streets at a high rate, the marriages that are broken down, people that don't want to get married, all of our problems in our country, guys, STDs, I can continue with all the problems that are connected to this. We only have all of this because of women's right to work. Can't stress it enough, but let's continue. Now, here we'll talk a little bit about her internal value. Her body is the resource. Once again, it's kind of deep, right? Her body is the resource. And not just because she drops that neck. Okay. Her womb creates life, right? Or helps to create life. Her bonding is the emotional connection, nurturing to raise children and your big baby ass. And her beauty is what inspires you as the man to go build, right? Most everything that men do is for the love, attention, and nurturing affection of a woman. And that's the baseline. Does he want to compete still in the world? Yes. Does he want to? Yes. Does he want to build shit? Yes. But he wants the outcome to be a beautiful woman or beautiful women. And we all know that. It doesn't take a massive amount of brain cells to figure this out, right? Not this part. Now for him, it's quite different. It's not about his nurturing in his womb, right? It's about his muscles that he uses as tools. Yes, his muscles can be attractive to women, but really it's about what he can build in this world. His mind builds systems, and that's what he uses to build his wealth. His hands construct her world, right? His body is disposable and replaceable. And I know that's hard to accept. But I mean, look at all the men who've been drafted to war. Look at all the men who give their lives for the women and children over the years. I mean, how can you argue this? It's all facts all day. Her value cannot be taken. Now, here's something very interesting. This part is so important too. Her value can't be taken, right? And here's what we mean. It lives inside of her body. So it's not like she can lose her job and now she loses her value. See, that's the thing. So why are you in the workforce? Your value's the same whether you work for a company or not. If you're fat and ugly, ma'am, you're still fat and ugly with a nice job. And dudes are still going to approach your body the same way. It's not going to change nothing over there. All right. No one can fire her from being a woman. Okay. Facts. Age can't remove her femininity. Doesn't matter how old she gets. She's still going to be, or should be, a feminine woman. Now society can take it away or remove her femininity, as they have in most American women, but that's besides the point. Her nurturing is innate. It's not earned. So these things are all inside of her is the point. And her having a job or working for a big company does not change that. All it does is steal from men. Moving on to this one. Now here's the male side of this. This is how this affects men. And it's crazy, bro. It is hot in here and these fireworks are popping over here. Like, what's going on, bro? Is it the 4th yet? All right. He, with the man's value being external to his body, right? He can lose his, how do you say it? He can lose his value if he loses his job. He can lose value, right? He can lose his value if he gets injured and cannot function within the workforce to provide at a certain level. And if he just goes broke from anything, I don't care if it's a gambling debt or a bad investment. If he goes broke, value is lost. So his worth and value to a woman is highly conditional. And that's facts. Hers isn't. So once again, I beg the question, why would you put women in the workplace when their value to men, to families, to their children has nothing to do with her providing financial support directly by being married to a company? Tell me why. You know, this is a disaster for our country. And this has been a disaster for most countries in the West. This is just not where we want to be. But let's continue. Now here you'll see the clear outlay of this. She basically, and I guess we'll say, this is put in layman's terms. She is valued for what she is. And that is a fact. And men, he is valued for what he does. And that is a fact. Women are valued for what is at skin level and inside, and men are valued for what is at skin level and external. This basic understanding, if you can just understand this basic lesson I'm trying to give on a live stream that you obviously don't want to view tonight. I mean, how else are you going to get this information? I don't know what's wrong with people. You think we're not cooked. We are fucking cooked out here. Our country is cooked. We are headed downhill. We are now at our 250th anniversary. And guys, that's how long most great nations last. And we've been taken over, bamboozled. The men are out here getting shitted on, but can't even support real creators who are bringing them the realest shit. What the fuck do you want out here? Who is telling you more? Some weird ass young red pillar, fake ass red pillars out here telling you to get surgeries like a woman on your ass. Some other guy telling you to have sex with random women that other guys are having sex with, as if that doesn't make you homosexual. Like, what the fuck do you want, bro? I'm giving you the realest shit so we can fix it. We got to fix this. And this is the only way. Like, what do you want? I don't get it, but shit got me frustrated, bro. And it's hot in here. All right. So here's how replaceable you are as a man, right? So as a man, she can replace you with a guy that has the same job, get the same type of paycheck you get. He's the same level of provider. It's just a different man, and she loses nothing in that process. And, you know, you wonder sometimes why you're so easy to swap out or why the respect gets lost so easily. That's kind of why. So we'll go here to explain the difference with her and how you view her. See, like when you're with her and that's your woman and you've married her or provided for her, you're like, hey, you're having children with her. You take a full investment in her, what's internal to her, the person, right? Not her bank account, not what she makes it work. You're taking an investment in her. And so her warmth, her bond, her womb, these are things you cherish, man. Her presence, just being there. Like, that's my girl. You know what I'm saying? No other woman is personally her. And that's why it's so defeating when she goes and drops a neck on some other guy, you know, and then just goes and gives her body to anybody else. And of course, when she does it, you know, it's always going to be your fault. And this is why you want to throw up when she does it, because you have an internal bond to her internals. What you love about her doesn't come from an employer. What you love about her doesn't come because she can beat somebody up for you. What you love about your woman comes internally from inside of her. That's what you love about her, but she doesn't love the same thing about you. It doesn't work like that. Here's how those efforts actually work. Since her value is internal and your value is external, if you stop moving, you stop working, if you stop grinding, she'll stop loving you. You'll equivalent to worthless. That's when she'll cheat and be with other people. When you stop grinding. Once you stop moving, she stops loving. Now for her, it's quite different. And for you, the way you look at her value is static in a relationship, generally static. Now she can fluctuate in weight or attitude, how she treats you, whatever, but her body's always there. The same VJ that you wanted when you found her, the same way she dropped that is the same woman 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 years later, right? All she has to do is exist in order to have value. You actually have to work hard to have value. That's another reason why if women are in the workplace, how do I say this? If women are in the workplace, how are you supposed to have more value? So basically, if she has value just to exist and you have to gain your value from going to work, fine. Let's call that a fair game. 100 is a score. All right. But then if she goes to the workplace stealing jobs and income that men should have, then now the game isn't fair and the score is quite different. Now it's 150 to 50. That is the offset between men and women in our society right now. When women go to work, they are stealing value from men. And these corporate business owners and elites, they know it. They know that they're crushing the men in order so they can win the game. If there's less men to compete, they're basically, the business owners are reducing the playing field of men who can compete with them, while at the same time destroying the lives of those men and producing more women that they will have access to. It's the perfect plan, and you guys can't figure it out. Crazy. But Ricky has. So it is hot in here. I'm about to end this and start up another live stream in a minute, but it's hot in here. The bottom line is her value equals who she is. And the bottom line for you, gentlemen, is your value equals what you do. All right. And it's the second time this week I believe I've covered this lesson. I try to do it in different ways both times, right? But been checking my World Cup a little bit. So what I'm going to do, I've covered those two lessons. When we come back, I'm going to take a short break. When we come back, I'm going to try to cover some of the other videos, but not sure, man. It's hot. I'm a little worn out here. So let's try to break, or I might end the show here and come back in a minute. We might just do that. But let's see. I'll be back in a moment.
Massive protest in the streets worldwide, as beloved RedPill creator Ricky RedPill sadly found dead in his Vegas hotel room Thursday night.
Social media icon Ricky RedPill found dead.
This loss shocked the entire world, particularly the RedPill community.
So many women have been out here getting away with murder, so I'm sure they're glad he's gone.
Well, Jack, tonight everyone's still in shock as Ricky was an extraordinary creator and masterful truth teller. It seems that we now live in a time where telling the truth isn't just illegal, but also deadly.
Ricky RedPill's Matrix Decoded starts now.
Titus chapter 2 verse 4-5 ESV, 101 helpful votes. And so train the young women to love their husbands and children, to be self-controlled, pure, working at home, kind, and submissive to their own husbands, that the word of God may not be reviled.
I feel alone. Without a wife, I feel meaningless. And without kids, I feel without purpose. Overall, I guess I feel useless. And I spend my days wandering around aimlessly. I never knew that freedom and independence could be such a dark place. This world is making me feel like I have no value, and that really pisses me off. Everywhere I go, I see women driving nicer, newer cars, but I see very few men driving nice cars. And I know that these women didn't get their cars through their husbands. And that really pisses me off. Every time I enter a grocery store or a hospital or a bank or even a restaurant, I see mostly women working, probably 80 to 90%. And I wonder who's giving jobs to men, or do they even care if men are gainfully